Hello and welcome to Numeristical, bringing you the picks of the day for Saturday, August 3rd. It is 11:46 a.m. here in Portugal, which makes it 6:46 a.m. in New York, 3:46 a.m. California time. Let's start as always by reviewing the picks from last time. Losing day yesterday. We were 0 for 2 on the money lines. Pirates and Angels both lost as slight underdogs. Split decision on our totals bets. Brewers Nationals went over. It was 8-3. So we got a loss there, but we did win on the Mets Angels at a juicy plus 110. So total combined, the totals and money line, we were down 1.9 units. So combined for the season now, we're up 1.74 units for the season. Breaks down as the totals model being up about 8.7 units and the money line being down about 6.9 units. On the spreads bets, we had a split decision. Both were favorites though, so we ended up down a fraction of a unit, down about 0.3 units for the day. We are up 0.37 units for the season on the spreads model. Let's move on to today's action, starting with the money lines. Here's the full set of games we're considering for today. And the model is having us look at 5 home teams. First up is the Cubs hosting the Cardinals. Model likes the Cubs if you can get minus 107. Let's take a look. Click over to the money lines. Cubs not getting to minus 107, minus 110. So another close one, but no cigar. So we will not take a bet there. Next game, Diamondbacks and the Pirates. Again, the model likes the Pirates. It says to bet the Pirates if you can get minus 106. And again, we're getting close, but not quite. It's minus 111 looks to be the best we get over here at Heritage. But other than that, we are not getting minus 106, so no bet on the Pirates. Next up, Giants Reds. The model likes the Reds and says to bet them if you can get minus 149. And it's already showing minus 135, so it looks like we'll find a bet here. And sure enough, we get as good as minus 128 on the Reds. So let's mark that down, the Reds minus 128. So a pretty big discrepancy because the model thinks they're about 65% chance to win. So getting that minus 128 seems like a good price for the model. Next up, the Dodgers visiting the Oakland Athletics. Model likes the A's as the underdog but wants 164. Let's see if we can get that. A's 164 and not quite. We're getting 155. So not enough to take the A's as an underdog. Next up, the Mets visiting the Angels. The model again wants the Angels if you can get them at plus 112. Finds the Angels actually to be a slight favorite here. So let's take a look at the Angels. Plus 112, yes, and in fact we can get them as good as plus 118 at Superbook. So we'll take the Angels plus 118. Oops. Angels plus 118. Okay, that's all we got for the money line. So we got 2 bets on the money line. Reds minus 128, Angels plus 118. Let's move on to the totals. Here's the set of games we're considering for today, the totals, and the points and the probabilities associated with them. And the model is telling us to look at 4 unders, 1 over. First under it likes is the Twins White Sox. Point is 7.5. You got Bailey Ober and Garrett Crochet, so 2 very good pitchers and some not spectacular hitting teams. So the point is 7.5. Model says to bet it if you get minus 103. So let's take a look. Click over to totals. Let's find the Twins White Sox. It's over here. And 7.5, yeah, it looks like we're getting even money here at Bet Online. So let's go ahead and take that. White Sox Twins under 7.5, even money. White Sox Twins under 7.5 at even money. Okay. Can't remember the last time we took an under on a 7.5, but it'll be interesting to see. This seems like a good situation for it. Next up, got the Reds and the Giants. The point is 9. Model says to take under 9 if you can get minus 120, and it's already showing minus 118, so let's take a look. Reds, Giants over here. And yeah, in fact, we could get as good as minus 115 at Bet Online. So let's take that, the 9 under minus 115 for the Giants, Reds. Giants, Reds, under, was it 9? Giants, Reds, under 9, minus 115. Giants, Reds, under 9, minus 115. Okay. Next up, we got the A's, Dodgers. The point is 8. Model wants plus 101 to get it. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find that on the Dodgers, A's. Dodgers, A's, under 8. We're getting, wait, is it 8 or 8.5? Ooh, it's at 8, and there's some 8.5 showing. So we can't get better than even money on the 8, but let me see what it wants for 8.5. So let me do a recalculation. Okay, did the recalculation at 8.5, the model wants minus 113. So even with those 8.5s, we're not quite getting what we want. So we either want 8 at a little better than even money, or 8.5 at minus 113. So we're not going to have a bet on the A's, Dodgers for the totals. Next up, Angels, Mets. Point is 9. Model says to take the under again at minus 113. So pretty big discrepancy again. And we took the Angels, Mets yesterday also as a winner. But let's see. So Angels, Mets, 9. Let's see what we can get. Angels, Mets, 9. And we can even get even money for the under 9 at a couple different places. So let's go ahead and do that. Angels, Mets, under 9 at even money. Okay. And then finally, one over is the Cubs, Cardinals. It likes the over 7.5. If you can get, well, it's plus 107, so it's probably a little bit of a stretch, but let's take a look at the Giants, Cubs. Over 7.5, and yeah, you see we're getting minus 118, and then otherwise it's moving to 8. So no bet there. So for the totals though, it looks like we got 3 bets. We got the White Sox, Twins under 7.5, even money. Giants, Reds under 9, minus 115. Mets, Angels under 9 at even money. Let's take a look at the spreads model. So here are the games and the probabilities on each side against the spread. And it's telling us to look at 3 home teams, 1 away team. First home team is Giants, Reds. Again, it likes the Reds. Giving up 1.5 if you can get 147. So let's take a look. Click over to spreads. Giants, Reds. Reds minus 1.5, and it wants again 147 or better, so we're going to get it. And in fact, we're going to get as high as 160 here at Circa. So let's go ahead and do that to the Reds minus 1.5 plus 160. That's over here. Reds minus 1.5 plus 160. Okay. Next up, Dodgers A's. Again, it likes the A's with the points. If you can get minus 104. Let's see, A's plus 1.5, but we're not getting minus 104. The best we're getting is minus 113. So no bet there. Next up, Mets Angels. Again, likes the Angels with the points. If you can get minus 136, we'll call it. Angels plus 1.5, but we're not getting a minus 136. We're getting a minus 140 is the best we'll get. So no bet there. And then finally, the White Sox plus 1.5. And it's saying take the White Sox plus the points if you can get minus 129. White Sox plus the points, White Sox plus the runs. No, we're not getting minus 1. We're not getting the price we want, right? It wants minus 128, 129. And the best we're getting is minus 145. So this one actually wasn't all that close. But so it looks like we'll just have the one bet against the spreads. Reds minus 1.5 plus 160. 3 on the totals and 2 on the money line. So another busy day, 6 bets going total. That's all I got. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.